Hello guys, Brad here again with another fragrance review. Today I want to look at a sample of Tommy Hilfiger fragrance. This one's called a TH Bold, and here's a picture of the bottle and the sample inside the card. Um, Now this one came out in 2015, classified as a woody aromatic. Top notes include pomelo, tangerine, red grapefruit, and bergamot. Heart notes of lavender, cardamom, mandarin blossom, jasmine, and Baronia. Base notes of cedar, sandalwood, vetiver, and orange blossom. Now, there's a couple reasons why I was excited to check this one out. First of all, I have enjoyed many of the Tommy Hilfiger fragrances over the years, sampling them and reviewing them, including the original Tommy and all the way through to up to this one. And secondly, the spokesperson or the model used for this fragrance is none other than Rafa Nadal, who I believe is currently ranked number two in the world in professional men's tennis. I believe at the time of this release, he's probably number one in the world. Usually, Djokovic, Nadal, and Federer pretty much rule the top spot in tennis over the past 10 years or so. And yeah, Nadal, if you're not familiar with him, Spanish tennis player, very good on the clay. French Open's coming up soon, so I'm sure he will do very well, barring injury at the French Open this year. He might even win it again. He's probably one of the favorites. Um, so this one, coincidentally, I did play tennis for the very first time this year as well. So that makes this fragrance even more fun to wear. Um, Basically, what I'm getting here is just a strong citrus blast of tangerine. It's almost like you took a tangerine and just jammed a sprayer in there and just sprayed tangerine all over yourself. Of course, that's not really a very accurate way to describe it, because if you just sprayed tangerine juice on yourself, I'm sure that wouldn't really project or anything. But this one has some other things in here. There's something in here that gives it almost like a syrupy sweetness. I'm not sure what that's coming from. Maybe the um, oils themselves are kind of syrupy, or maybe it's the sandalwood, whatever. It's kind of like a syrupy sweet, fruity tangerine type fragrance. Um, Comparisons of Fragrantica, John Varvatos Artisan is mentioned quite a bit. And if you smell Artisan, you know that that one's a blast of oranges as well. So you can compare it to Artisan or any of the Artisan flankers, probably black or pure white or whatever it was called. Um, in the same vein, also I would compare this one maybe a little bit to some of the Aqua de Parma Blue Mediterraneo fragrances, Arancia de Capri or Fico de Amalfi. If you like those types of Mediterranean citrus type fragrances, similar to those as well to some degree. Now, the big selling point for this one, I believe, is the price point. I see at Fragrance Net get the big 100 ml bottle for probably about $20 or so. So, very nice bang for buck fragrance. I would say this is probably a best to be used as a gym scent. If you watch the commercial I saw online, Rafa Nadal, he was spraying himself in the locker room with the TH Bold. That's probably the best purpose for this fragrance. After a hot 5 set match, you take a hot shower and then refresh yourself with some of this TH Bold. But you could wear it to work as well if you like citrusy type fragrances like Artisan and in the Blue Mediterraneo type fragrances. So that's getting to some final scores here. The smell, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's a very natural and pleasant smelling citrus fragrance. So I think it smells really good, especially when you first apply it. Projection longevity. Now that's where we start to get into some issues here. I'm going to give it 6 out of 10, maybe like a 2 to 5 hour thing. I don't think this is a fragrance that most people are going to get a full day's wearing out of. And that's usually the case with citrusy fragrances. Anyway, versatility, 6 out of 10. I think mostly for spring and summer, and the gym would be the best. And this isn't probably something to wear on a date or in the cooler weather. Uniqueness, 6 out of 10. A lot of fragrances out there seem to have like that orange citrusy smell to them. This is just another one available right now, and price point, like I said, $18.89 at Fragrance Net for the 3.4 ounce. Overall, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. I think for the price, it's a very good fragrance and one to check into if you are a fan of the tangerine smells, the citrusy smells. Um, Check it out if you get a chance. TH Bold from Tommy Hilfiger. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you all later.